In 2024, the skies above the United States became a stage for one of the most mysterious series of events in recent memory. From fiery streaks over Los Angeles to synchronized lights dancing across multiple states, millions were captivated. But what were these strange occurrences? Were they just coincidences or something more? Some reports described bright, fast-moving objects. Others saw formations of lights, perfectly synchronized. News outlets buzzed with theories. Was it space debris, weather phenomena, or something else entirely? Scientists suggested natural explanations, while UFO enthusiasts believed these were messages from beyond our world. The debate raged on. Each sighting sparked more questions than answers. Social media exploded with videos and theories. People shared their experiences, creating a community of skywatchers. For many, these events were a chance to connect, to wonder, and to dream. As we look back on 2024, one thing is clear: the skies above us hold secrets. Were these lights mere coincidences or whispers from the unknown? Let's unravel the story, one mysterious light at a time. On April 2nd, 2024, a stunning display of lights streaked across the night sky over Southern California, captivating residents and sparking widespread speculation about its origin. The phenomenon was first reported around 1:30 a.m., with sightings noted in areas including Los Angeles, Moreno Valley, and Temecula. Witnesses described the lights as resembling a sparkler in the sky, with some reporting a bright blue hue at the front of the streak. Jard Gonzalez, an observer in the Pico Union area, captured video footage of the event, which lasted approximately 30 seconds before disappearing from view. Another observer, Rosaline Brown, expressed her amazement while walking her dog in Hollywood, stating it felt magical and unreal. Initial theories about the cause of the lights varied widely. Many speculated they could be related to a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch that occurred the previous evening, which successfully delivered Starlink satellites into orbit. However, experts quickly pointed to another possibility: debris from China's Shenzhou 15 orbital module, which had been predicted to re-enter Earth's atmosphere around the same time as the sightings. U.S. Space Command later confirmed that the streak of light was indeed due to the re-entry of debris from the Chinese spacecraft, which had launched in November 2022. This module was not designed for safe return, leading to its eventual disintegration upon re-entry. The event generated significant buzz on social media, with many users sharing videos and seeking answers about what they had witnessed. The American Meteor Society received multiple reports about the sighting, but ultimately classified it as space debris rather than a meteor shower. In summary, what began as a mysterious light show turned out to be a spectacular display caused by re-entering space debris from a Chinese spacecraft, leaving both awe and curiosity among those who witnessed it. 7 months later, the skies put on another show. Across the United States, people looked up to see synchronized streaks of light traveling in a straight line, like a convoy marching across the cosmos. It was eerie, one witness from New Jersey reported, like something out of a science fiction movie. While many initially screamed UFO, experts were quick to attribute the display to debris from a Starlink satellite re-entering the atmosphere. SpaceX, the company behind the Starlink program, frequently launches satellites to expand global broadband coverage. But not everyone bought the explanation. Online forums buzzed with theories. It's a UFO fleet. There's no way satellite debris moves in perfect formation. Why now? Why this year? They're hiding something. They always are. The phenomenon triggered a wave of speculation that swept through social media, conspiracy blogs, and even some mainstream news outlets. While official explanations were thorough, the striking visual of synchronized lights raised questions that even seasoned skeptics found difficult to ignore. According to astrophysicists, the lights observed in the night sky were consistent with satellite re-entry. When debris from a satellite enters the Earth's atmosphere, the intense heat and friction can create bright streaks of light as the material burns up. What set this event apart, however, was the seemingly coordinated movement of the streaks. SpaceX clarified that the alignment was due to the planned trajectory of the Starlink satellites. These satellites are launched in clusters and maintain a specific formation during their orbital phase. Upon re-entry, remnants of the satellites follow the same path, creating the illusion of synchronization. But for many, the explanation felt too convenient. Witnesses from New Jersey to California described the event as unlike anything they'd ever seen. One observer in Nevada noted, "I've watched meteor showers and seen satellites pass overhead, but this felt deliberate, like they were trying to send a message." In the absence of definitive evidence, theories flourished. Some posited that the lights were indeed a fleet of extraterrestrial spacecraft conducting reconnaissance. Others suggested the event was a government cover-up, possibly tied to secret military operations or advanced technology testing. One popular theory argued that the timing of the event was no coincidence. 2024 had already been a year marked by geopolitical tensions, climate disasters, and unexplained phenomena. "This is the year everything's been happening," wrote one forum user. "Why wouldn't aliens show up now?" Another camp believed the lights were a prelude to a larger event. "Mark my words," claimed a self-proclaimed UFO expert on a viral TikTok video. "This is just the beginning. They're preparing us for something big." The video garnered millions of views, with comments ranging from excitement to sheer panic. Experts in astronomy and space technology worked tirelessly to dispel the myths. Dr. Elena Moreno, an astrophysicist from the California Institute of Technology, appeared on several news programs to explain the science behind satellite re-entries. "What people saw was entirely explainable," she said. "The synchronization is a result of physics and orbital mechanics, not alien intelligence." But Dr. Moreno's reassurances did little to sway those already convinced of a cover-up. For every scientific explanation, there was a counter-argument. Unexplained truth seekers pointed to the lack of real-time footage from SpaceX documenting the satellite's re-entry. Others questioned why such events seemed to be increasing in frequency. "They're normalizing it," one blogger wrote. "First, they say it's satellites. Next, it'll be weather balloons. And then, one day, we'll wake up and find out we're not alone." Events like these tap into a deep cultural fascination with the unknown. From ancient civilizations interpreting celestial phenomena as divine messages to modern-day UFO sightings, humans have always sought meaning in the skies. The synchronized lights over the United States were no exception. Hollywood, too, has played a significant role in shaping perceptions of extraterrestrial life. Movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Independence Day have ingrained the idea of alien visitations into the collective consciousness. When real-life events mirror these fictional depictions, it's no surprise that people jump to extraordinary conclusions. "We're wired to look for patterns and assign meaning," said Dr. Lisa Chen, a psychologist specializing in belief systems. In times of uncertainty, these tendencies become even stronger. People want answers, and when official narratives don't satisfy their curiosity, they turn to alternative explanations. Social media amplified the event's impact. Within minutes of the sighting, videos and photos flooded platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Hashtags like #UFO Convoy and #Sky Mystery trended globally. The virality of these posts ensured that even those who hadn't witnessed the event firsthand were drawn into the frenzy. Algorithms further fueled the fire. Once a user engaged with a post about the lights, they were bombarded with similar content, much of it speculative. This echo chamber effect made it difficult for factual explanations to gain traction. Platforms like YouTube saw a surge in uploads analyzing the event. Content creators dissected footage frame by frame, drawing circles around supposed anomalies and proposing elaborate theories. Some videos amassed millions of views, turning their creators into overnight influencers. As the weeks passed, interest in the synchronized lights waned, but the questions they raised lingered. For some, the event became a footnote in an already tumultuous year. For others, it marked the beginning of a newfound obsession with the mysteries of the universe. SpaceX, for its part, reiterated its commitment to transparency. The company released detailed reports on the Starlink program, including information about satellite trajectories and re-entry protocols. While these efforts satisfied some, they did little to quell the skepticism of die-hard conspiracy theorists. "The truth is out there," declared one viral tweet. and we're not buying what they're selling. The synchronized lights may have a simple explanation, but they also serve as a reminder of how much we don't know about our universe. While science provides many answers, it also leaves room for imagination. What if the skeptics are right? What if we're on the cusp of a paradigm shift, one that will redefine humanity's place in the cosmos? For now, the synchronized lights remain an enigma, a moment in time that captured the collective imagination and reminded us all to look up. Later that month, something incredible lit up the night skies over North America. A blazing meteor shot across the heavens, catching the eyes of people all over the US and Canada. Over 170 reports flooded into the American Meteor Society, with witnesses sharing how it left them in awe. The fiery meteor raced across the sky, leaving a bright streak behind. People from Maine to California saw it and couldn't believe their eyes. Some said it was as bright as the moon, while others described it as a flash that made it seem like daytime. Whatever the description, everyone agreed it was something unforgettable. Reactions were a mix of wonder and even a bit of fear. "I've never seen anything like it," a driver in Pennsylvania shared. "It wasn't like fireworks. It kept going, and I couldn't look away." The meteor zipped through the sky in just a few seconds, but it left a lasting impression. Scientists were quick to step in and explain. They reviewed videos and reports, concluding it was just a meteor, a small piece of space rock burning up in Earth's atmosphere. They said it was normal, something that happens all the time. But to everyone who saw it, this meteor felt far from ordinary. The story spread quickly, with news channels and social media buzzing about the event, and as expected, theories started popping up everywhere. Some people believed it was more than just a rock. Online forums and videos suggested it might be a message from aliens. "What if it's a signal for us?" someone asked on Reddit. Others pointed out how bright and perfectly timed it seemed, wondering if it could really just be random. There were even people who linked it to ancient civilizations like the Mayans, saying they believed in star messengers, and this could be one of them. Social media was full of debates. Was this just a natural event, or was there something bigger going on? Of course, not everyone bought into the wild ideas. Many shrugged it off as just a cool light show. "It's just a rock burning up in the sky," one commenter said. "People always want to make everything into a mystery." But for others, the meteor sparked something deeper, a chance to think about the universe and our place in it. Whether it was just a fiery streak or something more, it got people talking and imagining. Even after the meteor was gone, the excitement didn't fade. People kept sharing their thoughts, wondering what it all meant. Was it a reminder to look up and dream bigger? Or was it just a brief, beautiful moment in the endless story of the cosmos? No matter the answer, one thing was clear. That fiery flash had left a mark, sparking curiosity and wonder that wouldn't be forgotten anytime soon. In 2024, something truly magical happened in the skies over the United States. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, made a rare appearance far south of its usual home near the poles. In May and again in October, people across the country were treated to an unforgettable show of shimmering green, purple, and pink lights dancing across the night sky. For many, it was their first time seeing the Northern Lights, and it became a memory they would never forget. The sight was nothing short of breathtaking. People stood in awe as ribbons of light rippled and shimmered across the sky. It wasn't just about the colors. The whole experience felt otherworldly, like something from a dream. "I've never seen anything like it," said a farmer in Ohio who witnessed the event from his field. "It felt otherworldly." His reaction was shared by many who had the privilege of seeing the aurora for the first time. Normally, the Northern Lights are visible only in high-latitude regions near the poles, like Norway or Alaska. But in May and October 2024, a rare combination of factors made the aurora visible far south, from Virginia to California. This made the event even more exciting. People across the country gathered to see the lights, marveling at how something so beautiful and rare could be right in front of them. When the aurora returned in October, it felt like a second chance for those who missed it the first time. News spread quickly, and soon crowds gathered to watch the lights again. The aurora once again dazzled with its bright, shifting colors, and people couldn't help but feel drawn to the sky. It was a sight that brought people together, uniting them in shared wonder. Scientists explained that the aurora was caused by increased solar activity. The sun goes through cycles of activity, and in 2024, it was particularly active. Solar storms, which are bursts of energy from the sun, caused charged particles to interact with Earth's magnetic field, creating the aurora. Usually, these lights are seen only in the far northern and southern latitudes, but in 2024, the solar storms were strong enough to push the aurora south, allowing people in the United States to see it. While science provided an explanation, many still felt a sense of awe that went beyond the facts. For many, the experience felt like a reminder that the universe is vast and mysterious. "It was like the universe was speaking to me," said a student from Virginia who traveled to see the lights. The experience of watching the aurora was a humbling one, making people realize how small we are in the grand scheme of things. Yet, how lucky we are to witness such beauty. The Northern Lights in 2024 left a lasting impact on everyone who saw them. It wasn't just about the colors in the sky, it was about the feeling of wonder and connection to something larger than ourselves. Whether it was the peace of watching the lights or the awe of experiencing something so rare, the aurora reminded us that there is still magic in the world. It was a moment to stop, look up, and appreciate the beauty of the universe. One streak of light flashing across the night sky might be dismissed as an anomaly, something we've all seen at some point. A shooting star, perhaps. 2 streaks? Maybe it's just another coincidence. But when fiery debris rains down, synchronized lights appear in multiple countries, meteors blaze through the atmosphere, and auroras light up places that have never seen them before, all within the span of 1 year. It's hard not to feel like something bigger might be at play. For many, 2024 didn't feel like just another year of random phenomena. It felt deliberate, almost as if the cosmos was sending us a message. Social media platforms, news channels, and online forums buzzed with theories, speculations, and debates. Was this nature's way of reminding us how small we are? Or was there something or someone behind it all? Let's break it down. The year began with what scientists called an unusually active meteor season. But it wasn't just the sheer number of meteors, it was their intensity. Videos of meteors flooded the internet so bright that they turned night into day. One particularly memorable event occurred over South America, where a meteor's explosion lit up the sky for miles and caused minor tremors on the ground. Soon after, reports of synchronized lights, mysterious, glowing patterns, started cropping up. From the deserts of Nevada to the forests of Siberia, people witnessed what seemed to be coordinated displays of light in the night sky. Some described them as geometric shapes. Others saw them as random, pulsating flashes. Whatever they were, they left even seasoned astronomers scratching their heads. And then there were the auroras. While auroras are typically limited to polar regions, 2024 saw these ethereal light shows appearing in unexpected places. Cities like New Delhi, Mexico City, and even Cairo reported vivid auroras lighting up the skies, a phenomenon attributed to unusual solar activity. But for conspiracy theorists, this was just another piece of the puzzle. It didn't take long for the internet to explode with theories, ranging from plausible to outright bizarre. On Reddit, Twitter, and niche forums, users debated the cause of these events. Some pointed fingers at secret military tests. "The timing is too perfect," one Reddit user argued. "You're telling me all these events are natural? Something's happening and we're not being told the full story." Others speculated about advanced technology being tested, potentially weapons or experimental spacecraft, that could be creating these phenomena. For those inclined to believe in extraterrestrial life, 2024 felt like confirmation. UFO enthusiasts pointed to declassified Pentagon reports on unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, as proof that something was out there. Could the synchronized lights be alien communication? Were the meteors and auroras a cover for extraterrestrial activity? On a more philosophical note, some suggested that these events were warnings from nature itself. With climate change, deforestation, and global warming reaching critical levels, perhaps the planet, or even the universe, was trying to get humanity's attention. Of course, skeptics remained grounded. Many experts chalked up the events to natural and man-made phenomena coinciding in unusual ways. A NASA spokesperson explained that increased solar activity was responsible for the auroras, while the synchronized lights were likely unrelated, possibly atmospheric conditions interacting with satellites or drones. While debates raged on, one thing was undeniable. The events of 2024 captured humanity's imagination. There's something inherently awe-inspiring about looking up at the night sky and seeing something inexplicable. It's a reminder of how much we still don't know about the universe. People across the globe felt a renewed sense of connection to each other and to the cosmos. Families gathered to watch meteor showers. Communities held impromptu stargazing events. Social media was filled with posts like, "I've never felt so small, yet so alive," and "The sky makes me believe in magic again." At the same time, there was an undercurrent of fear. What if these weren't just harmless lights and meteors? What if they were warnings of something bigger? Climate catastrophes, a looming war, or the arrival of something unknown? Another layer to the mystery was the role of governments. Unexplained truth seekers latched onto the idea that officials were hiding the truth. After all, it wouldn't be the first time information was withheld from the public. In July, a leaked memo from an unnamed agency suggested that extraterrestrial phenomena were being monitored more closely than ever before. While the memo's authenticity was never confirmed, it added fuel to the fire. "The government knows. They always know," said one viral post. And with every official denial, suspicions only grew. As 2024 drew to a close, the lights in the sky quieted. The fiery streaks of meteors grew less frequent. Auroras faded back to their usual polar haunts, but the questions they left behind lingered, unanswered. Were these events merely coincidental alignments of natural and man-made phenomena? Or were they part of something much bigger, a signal, a warning, or perhaps an invitation? For now, the skies are silent, but humanity's gaze remains upward, waiting and wondering, because the truth is still out there. And if 2024 taught us anything, it's that we're still just scratching the surface of the mysteries our universe holds. So, as we step into 2025, one question remains: what will the cosmos reveal next? Or, perhaps more importantly, will we be ready to understand it when it does?